This is how I make my presets in FL. I'm gonna do this with all stock plugins. All right, number one, I got my mic going on. I got a Warm 47 mic. I'll put a picture on the screen right here. And this mic is pretty good by itself. It's also going into a Focusrite interface. If you have a mic that plugs straight into your computer, you're skipping the gain process. So your mic coming in will probably sound like this. But since I have a gain control, I'm gonna gain it up, and I'm gonna hit around like 6.9, 6.9, like that area. That's kind of where I want it to hit on my normal talking voice. And when I get loud, obviously it's gonna clip, but when I get loud, like singing loud, like, yeah, I hop in that bit, I kind of want it to hit that area. So, boom. If you don't have an interface and your mic sounds like this and it's just quiet, what you can do is go to Fruity Limiter and you can just gain it up. And that can be your first gain stage. It works damn near the same. It doesn't add any noise, so you could totally do that. So I'm gonna use the gain and I'm gonna get it up. And now I got my volume up all the way up. Boom. Now I'm gonna throw in my Autotune. It don't matter what Autotune you got, but I'm gonna use this one and I'm not gonna activate it. And then what I'm gonna do is use a gate. So now I'm gonna do Fruity Limiter. But boom, I'm gonna turn my threshold down and the gain down. So now my vocal is quiet. You won't hear anything when I'm not talking. Boom, just like that. And I'll probably put it down even lower. There you go. And I have a high release, so it doesn't just cut off my vocal as soon as I'm done. It gives it a little bit of time, as you can see. Cool. So let's keep going. Number two, I'm probably gonna throw an EQ on first and take out that low end, and I'll use the stock one. You go left click, go to order, and then type high pass, and then order makes it a little steeper. And boom, now I'm just gonna take the low end out. Yada 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 yada. Now I got the low end going. Boom, 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 just like that. And I don't do too much in my EQ, bro. Look at that. I mean, I like the way my voice sounds off rip, so I'm not gonna do a whole lot. I mean, maybe I could do it later once the beat's playing and stuff, but whatever. Boom, got my EQ. I took the low end out. Let's compress my vocal so it's nice and fat. If you don't know how compression works, then I will show you in another video. But basically, I'm turning my threshold down, I'm upping the ratio, and then I'm putting the gain all the way back up until it hits that -6 range again. So now, when I get loud, when I get nice and loud, it's the same volume when I'm quiet. And that's what you want. That's how you get more detail in your vocal. When you compress your vocal, it sits a lot more. I just want to point out that I'm doing this very fast. I'm giving you the layout, but if you follow what I'm doing with your beat and your song, it should make sense. So boom, I got my limiter, which is noise gate, EQ, compressor. Sometimes I'll do a second EQ and kind of just shape it up, you know. I might do some little things here and there, whatever, but that's what I'm doing. So now I got my main, and I'll do de-essing. Stock, you can go to Maximus, and there's a preset called de-esser narrowband, and that usually works. Nice. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my vocal in mono. When you put your vocal in mono, it just sits in the track better. Just trust me on that, it really does. Your main vocal. So now I'm gonna set up some effects. I'll do this color here.
Alright, I'll call this verb, I'll call this modulation, I'll call this delay, I'll call this verse reverb, and I'll call this effects.
Alright, so these are my sends, and the reason why I do sends, hold on, this is really papery, that's crazy. LEQ, get Pro Q3. Alright, so the reason why I do it like this is a lot of people will put their effects on their tracks, kind of like this, and it'll just be on there, and then they'll turn the mix down. This is essentially the same thing, but what's happening is I'm splitting up the processing power. When you're recording and you have low latency like this, your computer works a lot harder to get that processing out, all that plug-in data you got going on one track. So I kind of like to split it up, and that way I have a little bit more volume control of what's going on. I have pan control, stereo control, polarity control, all that. So I'm gonna throw a reverb on here. I like Fruity Convolver. I don't really like Reverb 2, but we'll use Convolver. And then you can use the EQ to like kind of shove off some low in that reverb. And basically what you do is you go to your track with your mic on it and you click the triangle that you want to send it to. So now, as you can see, I am sending this audio to this track through this. You can see it's also going to here. That's why when I turn this on, you can hear my vocal coming from the master and coming from this verb. So that's what I'll do. You can turn it up like this, or you can turn it down and kind of mix it in your track. Boom, just like that. Modulation is like chorus, flanger, phaser, all that. I'm gonna use the stock chorus plugin, and I'm gonna send my vocal to that, and there you go. Now I have that really chorusy vocal. Usually, if you're doing like an ad lib or something, then you can have it higher. But if you have a lead vocal, then I would probably turn it down, and I'm gonna put it like around here, just so it's a little bit of texture, a little bit of body in my vocal. I'm not gonna add too much. Sometimes I don't have any, it just depends on the song. So then we're gonna do delay. I like delay 3. I like to do ping pong, pan it, and then turn the level down, the cutoff down, kind of like that, and let's send it. Yo. Nice. Now we got that delay. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Boom. Now I got that delay in that bit. Now I just got the delay in that bit. Cool. I'm gonna do reverse reverb. So this trick you can't really do if you don't have vintage verb, but I'm gonna show you how I do this. And you can do it with any reverb if it has these settings. But basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the delay or the decay all the way down. I'm gonna turn the pre-delay up a lot. I'm gonna turn the size. I can change the size, whatever, but I'm gonna do like a low size. And then I'm gonna turn the attack all the way up. And I'm gonna turn some early reflections down. And also take some low cut out. And this is what it should sound like. Yo. Okay, I lied. You gotta keep that one on. Size. This effect can be very cool. You turn it down. Yeah. Very cool effect. It's kind of like a delay now, but cool. Effects, you can do this with any plugin. A saucy plugin that not a lot of people use is Portal on their vocal. I have this dope preset right here, and then it sounds like this. Yo. I'm in Jahabana. Alright, cool. So now that we have our effects and we have all the stuff, I got my main vocal that sounds good, and you got that clean vocal that's going to your master, but it's also hitting the effects. What you can do after that is you can have an effects bus, and you can take all of these effects and send them to this track. And let's just say in my song, I like the way they are balance-wise, but I just want to turn them down. And now I can turn all my effects down, and I keep my main vocal. So boom, this is my effects bus. So now that we kind of have our song set up, I'm gonna just give myself an ad lib. Actually, no, let me not skip. So let's record a song. Yeah. This is Jusa, and I'm finna tell y'all niggas how to make some cool shit. Yeah. Alright, cool. This is my rap. I'm fire. Best rapper out here. Boom. Yeah. This is Jusa, and I'm finna tell y'all niggas how to make some cool shit. Yeah. Alright, so let's say I like my vocal. I'm gonna send this vocal to a bus instead of the master. So now I have an extra like bus for my lead vocal. Not this one. This one's already got the plugins on. But what if I just want to add something on top of that, like this plugin, whatever. Let's just say I really want this plugin on, and this is the plugin I chose. So now I can have that on. That was a really bad example, but this is my lead bus. Okay, cool. So now I got a lot of control. I can throw EQs on if I want to. Oh my goodness, look at this. Yep, I can throw EQs on, yada yada, all the good stuff. Just know that this vocal is going to hear first and then this after. So boom, I'm gonna record some more stuff. Yeah. This is Jusa, and I'm finna tell y'all niggas how to make some cool shit. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now I just did this, right? This is Jusa, and I'm finna tell y'all niggas how to what if I want those yeahs to be ad-libs? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up a new track. Boom, let's throw on Convolver. Let's take out some of this. Let's go to this, take out some of this. Let's go here. And boom. All right, so now let's just pretend that's my preset, my ad-lib preset. Fuck it, let's do one more. All right, now that's my ad-lib preset. All I gotta do is double click my clip and send it to that track. So now it sounds like this. Yeah. This is Jusa, and I'm finna tell y'all niggas how to make some cool shit. Yeah. I didn't expect it to be that loud. So that's all I gotta do. Let's do it again. I'm gonna add another one right here. This preset is the one I use for my tag. And I can kind of just go like, yeah. This is Jusa, and I'm finna tell y'all niggas how to make some cool shit. I can send this to track 4. And there we go. Yeah. This is Jusa, and I'm finna tell y'all niggas how to make some cool shit. Yeah. Okay, now, I know, I'm sorry you had to hear that, but the point is that you can record your track and send the clips to whatever track. That way you can alternate. And that's it. That's really how you do it in FL, bro. Actually, let's go over it. Boom. My bad. Number 1, gain stage. Get it up to like this little middle area over here. And then you want to throw on your Autotune, a noise gate. You want to EQ your stuff out. You want to compress your vocal to get it punchy and up there. De-esser, sending to my effects. You don't have to do a bus, but I like to do a bus. And you don't have to do a lead bus, but I like to do a bus. Then you got your ad-libs, you record your tracks, and you send the clips to whatever track you want. And that's how you do it. That's how you make a song, man.